There are billions of stars in the sky, so too are there countless worlds, places destroyed by war, built by peace, full of allies, enemies, lovers, and rivals. All of them, all of us, have one thing in common. We come from the stars, and to the stars we return. These are the adventures of the USS Zagreus.
Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Rob Wieland. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm an author, game designer, and professional nerd. Tonight, I'm the host of Theater of the Mind Players, your, well, maybe not so friendly, actual play show.
Naps.
Anyway, we are wrapping up our first season.
That's flaps. Flaps.
She's like, I'm gonna make this work, damn it. We're wrapping up our first season of Star Trek Adventures from Modiphius Entertainment. This is the third episode in our fifth arc. So if you want to see where this story starts, jump back 2 episodes from this one. If you want to go all the way back to the beginning, you can see where the whole season starts and where these characters begin and come from. So we're not going to delay too much here because we want to get right into the action. So what I want to do is to have each of our players introduce themselves, talk about who they are, whom they're playing, and what role they play on the ship, the USS Zagreus. So let's start with our first mind player.
Hello, my name is Ethan Eichstedt Anderson, he, him, and I am playing Gulak, the Tellarite teleportation tech, who's an ensign.
I think this may be the first time in the entire run you actually got the whole thing out there. So let's move on to our next mind player.
Hello, good day. It's me, Tawny P. Thompson, she, hers. I am playing Tirasi Doc, the Orion, Lieutenant JG, Flight Controller.
She is very excited to get to the action here. Let's move on to our next mind player.
Hi there, everybody. My name is Jordan Fishburne, she, her, and I am playing Lieutenant Commander Thang Duras, the Chief of Security of USS Zagreus.
And last but not least, our final mind player.
Hi, my name is Sarah Babe, she, they, and I am playing a Trill who happens to be Captain Kashatal.
Now, when we last left the crew of the Zagreus, they had tracked the Brainbug conspiracy to the planet Marianas 3, where they were confronted by a Romulan warbird. The Zag took a beating, and they were able to escape, but not before 2 members of their crew, Ensign LaSalle and Lieutenant Gunny, took a shuttle onto the planet to distract the Romulans to allow the Zag to escape. Now, luckily for you all, the captain was not just going to charge blindly into the conspirators' grasp. She did have a backup plan, and that is where we begin our episode tonight, where the Zagreus is... are you in orbit? Are you meeting somewhere in deep space? Where is the rendezvous point?
I'm going to say deep space.
Okay.
Just because planets have people.
Right.
Sometimes.
Where she has rendezvoused with a small Bajoran fleet. led by the captain of the Prophet's Wake.
Ooh.
Oh, is that the guy?
I guess you were.
That's the guy.
Networking.
Captain Dex Ursa. We cut to the ready room, or maybe the what you have a separate conference, like the separate conference room.
Yeah,
The not yet ready room.
the officers. Wait,
Where you're sitting there with your rack of officers. So probably not you, ensign. Probably the doctor. Probably chief engineer. Definitely you. Probably you.
Oh.
I mean, Gunny's on a.
Yeah, Gunny would be here,
ship.
but he's busy. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is he doing?
Nothing.
Okay.
Maybe.
And
nothing.
the captain Ursay lets out a laugh and says, "Well, I mean, if you want me to charge a Romulan warbird, then I think you're going to have to at least buy me dinner first."
I'll do it. In a shuttle.
No, Captain, we're not going to be taking that ship on head to head. There's no way. Even you, me, and the other members of the flotilla here, we might win, but I can't explain to Bajor why we engaged the Romulan and lost 3 out of 6 ships.
at the Battle of Wolf 359, Starfleet had absolutely no chance against Cube 632. But you know what they did? They fought anyway. They fought, and they protected the entire damn quadrant. This is how important this is, Captain Ursay.
All right, no, you're right.
And I can't trust anyone else in Starfleet with this.
Okay, no. Captain Tall, I didn't say I wasn't going to help, but a straight up fight is not in the cards.
And what's your plan?
I'll do it in a shuttle.
Stand down.
I give you a firm pat on the shoulder.
Oh,
Supportive.
I know you, Kasha. I know. Oh no.
I puff up a little bit like, oh, presumptuous.
I
My
would,
captain.
I would climb him like mountain. I know what you are concerned with the most are the people who are from your ship who are on that planet.
Yep.
So let's get them. If we take the wake and we take our ships, we do
Stay on the dark side of the planet. We can get down there undetected through the atmosphere and get our people.
or if we can do an orbital drop.
Ooh. Yes. Do an orbital drop.
And then once you get your people and once we figure out what's going on down there, then we call in the cavalry. Because if we know what's going on there, that will be a lot easier to convince Starfleet to come in and guns blazing.
That's the problem. I don't know who is infected in Starfleet.
Well, we can safely... Can we assume that your crew is unaffected?
Of course.
Everyone is like, well... Then we start with the Zag. The Zag comes in and picks you up. And once we know what's going on down there, then we worry about the next step.
I know exactly what's going down there.
Well, then let's confirm it with the people that are on the planet.
Okay.
Now, and do we have any hotshot pilots in the room?
Hello, good day.
That's what I figured.
Zedox is the best I have.
Well, you must be one of the very best.
Best in this quadrant, at the
Okay.
very least.
And I think we found the pilot for our suicide glider.
Ever flown a glider?
No, we don't. No, we don't have actual gliders. I meant to say you're basically going to have to drop the shuttlecraft out of our ship and turn on the engines at the last possible second to avoid detection from the warbird.
I can do that.
Orbital drop. That's the picture that I sketched for you earlier.
It was a lovely picture, and I knew exactly what that was. Thing.
Did we have a asteroid belt or anything like that, or rubble around the planet that we can guide her through?
No, what's going to happen is we're going to take the wake and fly it as close to Atmo as possible. You're going to basically fall out of the back, hit the engines to control your descent, and then from what our long range scans are telling me that planet is like 98% water, so that'll be easy to hit. Just make sure you have the right angle.
And don't drown.
You ever flown a Bajoran shuttle before?
If I say yes, will you court-martial me?
Why?
Because you
Yes.
Cut to. So
Didn't steal
Ethan,
it. Definitely didn't steal it.
are you going to take Gulak as part of this, or are you going to step into the role of another crew member? So I feel like, once again, the ladies have the primary here, and I feel like the fact that you've been kind of playing supporting crew fits.
Yeah, I can jump in.
Do you have one that you want to play?
Soft boy. Soft
He
boy.
doesn't
Why
make
is
sense
Soft
here.
Boy going down there?
He's a science
He's
guy.
so dangerous.
Well, you might want to have a science guy to explain
The Iconian.
what the heck is going on with the Iconian Gateway.
It's not my
You
call.
know you love him.
I do love Soft Boy.
I'm gonna let you choose what character you want to play. I'm not gonna make you.
I mean,
play
you can
anything.
make up an entirely new one too.
I'm good with Cyril.
So he's got, this isn't a classroom, iron stomach.
Super defendable. Immortality.
Bulletproof.
No, I feel like
TV show heartthrob. Plot armor.
just signed new contract. No, I think
Played by Orlando Bloom. Can't kill him.
no, I think he's more of a who's like one of the workaholics guys. Like it's one of those guys. Like, he's not a
Just because he plays an elf in Lord of the Rings doesn't make him a good actor.
Lies and slander.
Yeah.
Have you seen Calcium Kid? We'll talk about this later.
No.
what's the
Fuck a land brew.
We'll talk about this later.
Fine.
I'm gonna go with seeking out new life forms.
Solid.
Yeah, that's good. I feel like that's
'Cause
Starfleety.
Because I think he's very excited in like dealing with aliens that aren't like typical.
Yeah.
Are there any goodbyes that you want to say to the rest of the crew before you head off on your mission? I mean, obviously there's the one person you can't talk to, but
I think I'm literally just sitting in the shuttle
okay.
seat waiting for everyone to fucking go because, like, let's fucking go.
I'll talk to my security team before I head out.
You get the from me, and that's it.
If you don't want to talk to Zachary, I think this might be a good moment for you guys to have a
Okay.
like a moment.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Fair enough.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like this is when he fully clicks into Starfleet dad mode here.
yeah. I feel
Space
like, yeah,
Dad.
Goodbye to all the kids at the orphanage that he volunteers at.
We have an orphanage on the Zagreus.
Yeah.
yeah.
For all
it's-
those orphans that we rescue.
they're not really orphans.
Wait,
They're
how do you
just-
think they fuel the warp core?
Oh.
They're not. Dude, this isn't the Snowpiercer.
Or they eat those babies.
Captain America ate a baby.
Can we do a scene with Dr. Sunshine?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right, we're gonna make some people cry here. All right,
Ugh, God.
set faces on weep.
Sarah, the tissues are right there.
Yeah, I know.
So let's start with you.
Oh, why do I have so much green? Okay, sorry.
Ain't easy being green.
I know.
And you, what do you want to say to Lieutenant Hendricks? Because he's going to be the one that's in charge while you're gone. Because basically, like, after you're all getting on board the Prophet's Wake, and then the Zag is basically going to post up and wait for the signal to come running.
Mm-hmm. I'm going over a checklist with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. While we're gone, we need these line items
Mm-hmm.
covered. We do need still to update the emergency supply in corridor AB
Right.
and C5.
Right.
And then it's going to be a rough ride, Hendrix. You can do this.
It's okay, sir. I know you're coming home.
Oh, I got shivers. God damn it.
He says in Klingon, I am honored to serve with a member of House Duras. Now, he says this in the equivalent of, somebody who is...
Bonjour, je m'appelle Tawny.
But he still...
une table.
But he still tried.
But he still gets through it.
Oh, goddamn.
In Klingon, greatest respect.
He slowly pulls out his translator device. Cut to. You're getting ready in your quarters, and you hear the dee-dee-doo-doo.
Come on in.
And the hollow emitter shoots Dr. Sunshine.
Hey, Doc, how are you?
I am okay.
What's his shtick this week?
Oh, what is his shtick this week?
Fedoras.
We need to know.
Did he have to reset because of the...
No. That
Okay.
would be so cruel.
That'd be
Oh my
so
God, that's really
sad.
awful.
Because
That'd be
we're
sad.
actually going to exploit this plot point here.
Okay.
I think he's going to be wearing a baseball cap.
Oh.
Hawkeye would do that.
That's her.
As an emergency medical hologram, I am most often tasked with the physical well-being of the people on board this vessel, but I'm here to check on your mental well-being. The odds of surviving this mission are not great. And while I do not have the programming of a ship's counselor, I just wanted to see how you were doing. And I wanted to tell you how grateful I am for what you've let me do here. I understand that you risked a lot by activating me as your chief medical officer, by encouraging me to learn about my patients and the humans and other beings that serve aboard this ship, that you understood the evolution that occurred through Dr. Zimmerman aboard the Voyager, and you wanted to know if you could replicate it. And for that, I am thankful.
You are very welcome, Doctor. You are a vital and loved part of this crew. I want you to know, if I come back and I'm injured, the symbiont is the priority.
I understand. I will make that my priority per your orders. But I hope that I don't have to.
I hope you don't have to either.
Cut to. So where do you run into Zachary?
I think I'm probably putting together like an emergency go bag with like, whether it's medical supplies or just like basic
Mm-hmm.
keep people not dead supplies. See, I said that out loud right now so that later I have it.
Did you
Manifesting.
did you synthesize LaSalle's and
100p.
their blood?
Mhm.
So we all agree Gunny's played by Sean Bean, right?
Shut the fuck up, Ethan.
No. John Hurt.
Oh.
Shut the fuck up.
Ooh, it's funny.
Same thing. The chime to your room goes up. Dee-dee-doo-doo.
Come in.
You're not planning on leaving us, are you, Lieutenant? Says Zachary.
Don't plan to.
What you got in that bag there?
No, there's basic survival gear for the planet side.
It's good. You gonna be okay with how I drive the Zagreus while you're away?
We'll allow it.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for your permission.
I guess I should probably thank you for making me feel like I could make this ship my home or whatever or something.
How painful was that?
Moderately.
I'm glad I was able to figure out a way to make you care about this ship. Because we care about you, whether you like it or not.
When I get back, maybe I could help you with the roses.
You're expecting me to make a green thumb here joke, and I'm not going to.
Thought you might.
I'm not. I'm not that easy to fool.
Fair enough.
Cut to the Warbird in orbit. The Bajoran fleet swoops out of warp and immediately starts as they basically kind of do the like they all fly in single file so that they're not easily targeted, and then they go in different directions, except the Prophet's Wake is the last ship and it doesn't take a shot and immediately heads towards the planet. 3, 2, 1, go. And then we just see a Bajoran shuttle drop out of the back and tumble end over end as the hull starts to heat up. Difficulty 4.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is daring and con.
Yep. This is also shuttlecraft.
I don't have shuttlecraft.
Oh.
I do have astronavigation.
Nope.
Composure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have balls of steel to do this.
Keep and chill. Rolling a 15. And yeah, I can do that. As I said earlier.
Take a thing if you need.
And momentum.
Yeah. We've got 3 here. So you gonna spend 1 for 1?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna spend 3 for 2?
I believe you can do it with
I didn't
1.
look at what it was.
Okay, roll it.
Trying to roll under a 15.
You can do it.
And I'm using my values. And I rolled a 2.
After using one of your values, aren't you using
And that was really, really cocked, so I'm going to re-roll it. And it's a 19, and the other one's a 17, and that's not great. But the 2 is 2 successes. And, I can use this to reroll some things now, can't I?
No, you can set your determination to, if it clicks with one of your values, to set that as a 1, which means you get 2 more successes. Your other options are thus. You can either give 2 injuries to spread out amongst the crew from the rough landing, or you can damage the shuttlecraft and not be able to, and you'll have to repair it before you...
This would be challenging a value, right?
Well, this would be using a value.
Okay.
To gain it, you would have to challenge a value.
I mean, if you want to challenge a value, go
do.
ahead. What are you challenging?
Just 1 more year.
Oh, ooh, that's so good.
Have I mentioned I love this fucking game? Yeah. So basically, if you challenge that value, you keep the die, but you get 2 more successes. That's just how I'm going to run it, because it's just perfect. I can't.
That's damn good.
I'm not going to be like, well, I mean, technically, let me check the rule. Nah, dude.
No,
that's what.
no.
This is what this
That's good.
game is about.
It's just
That's good.
It's just
That's good. That's good.
And then we see the engines on the Bajoran shuttle, and it hits the water perfectly and goes into the ocean. And it doesn't take long for you to find the whatever it is that they were looking for, because it is this huge like crystal sphere underneath the water, and you see like energy arcs kind of echoing through it.
Shoot her! Sorry, that's the immediate thing that came to my head.
Okay.
Probably not the best idea, but it's the idea I had in my head. I had to get it out. I'm sorry.
Not the best idea. That's how we
No,
kill a lot of people.
It's not the best idea.
And you're able to bring the shuttle into what looks to be a secure, like a airlock. You're kind of suspicious, like, okay, well, where's
the guards?
Where's the guards? Where's the party?
Yeah.
You don't know. Are you going to ask somebody?
I think that's a great idea.
Who are you going to ask? Or give me a reason plus security check here.
Yeah. Get under a 14. Can I do constantly watching my talent? Detect danger
Sure.
or hidden enemies.
Sure.
Okay. That's a 1 and a 7, so that is 3 successes.
Okay.
I'm doing that correctly if I used a talent.
You are. So you got 3 successes on your roll.
3.
Okay. So you can ask me 3 questions about this situation, and anything that you don't spend right now can go to momentum.
Where are the bad guys?
They are currently activating the gateway.
The gateway. Does it look like they're close to being finished?
Yes.
I think that's all I need to ask right now. Keep that 1 momentum in play. Okay, yeah.
Okay. So does that mean instead of sneaking, you're booking?
Everyone, it looks like they're close to activating the gateway. There's nobody here to intercept us.
You run first.
All right, I'm after you.
And you come.
Guys, I'm not good at running.
I grab you.
Big back ride.
And you come to the central gate chamber, and you know this is where we spend a big. We've spent a huge chunk of our FX budget on this episode with the space battle and the with this thing, because there's like most of the time. I mean, you haven't really seen that many Iconian gateways, but they're generally fairly like small. This one is like huge. Like it's like we're talking. This is like Stargate like size. Like
take a fleet through it.
Possibly.
Great.
And
Love this for us.
And the energy arcs, and there is a Romulan commander wearing like Z goggles, and she is surrounded by various like scientists, and then LaSalle and Gunny are being held prisoner by a couple of Romulan soldiers.
We'll escape, they
the
said.
gateway
They'll never find us, they said.
Yeah, they did say that. Jesus.
We'll give them shit after we save the world. The gateway shimmers, and you start to hear gasps and moans and no, because through the gateway is a very clearly dead world. Ash, soil, black clouds, ruins scattered everywhere.
Well, we're done here. Grab our people.
The Romulan commander, you hear her wail out, "No! No, they're gone."
Pew!
You're just capping her?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a daring plus security roll here.
Not the best, but it's okay. Yeah, I don't hit her.
That was a warning shot.
There you go. Yeah. Sell it as a warning shot.
And she whirls to see the four of you.
You failed.
We have. And you can see like the scientists and the soldiers are, getting ready to fight, and she puts up her hand. Now we surrender. Captain Tall, we are all that remains of our people. We did not know that our homeworld was dead. We throw ourselves on your mercy. I am the last mother creature. And these are my children. Put your guns down. And
Does Gunny look like he got brainwormed?
are you going to go check him?
Uh-huh.
I stand by the captain.
He immediately embraces you.
I swear to God, if you got yourself brainwormed.
So wouldn't it be funny if I said Hail Hydra right now?
Oh my God.
I mean, it would be funny, but then after I wake up in the hospital, we'd probably have to have a talk.
Mm-hmm.
Did they brain bug LaSalle?
No, they were going to wait until some fresh ones came through the portal. They don't have any left.
Do I know how new brain bugs are made?
That's what I was just going to ask, actually. So, unless you want to ask it.
It takes time, says the Valnora, the mother creature. Time that I don't have in this body.
So, you have the memories of your species and require a host.
Some of them. But it's been so long since we left our homeworld that I barely remember it.
You do know I cannot promise you anything right now.
Can you give me asylum? Is that what is it that you want? Do you want us to?
Oh, I mean, I cannot promise you a new homeworld. I cannot promise to save your species.
So what can you do?
I can bring you to the Federation. We can study your people without killing them. You can tell us what you know about your people. You can tell us what your homeland was like. You have done awful things, though. And I have to admit, angering the Romulans and the Klingons was not a wise move. But I am not here to judge you.
Like, no, she's not here. You guys can judge.
Okay, cool.
Judging hard.
Oh, yeah, you're allowed to judge.
Judging really hard.
I'm just like, I know what it is like to be in a body that is failing. And I open up my uniform. My people are known as the Trill. And we have what we call symbionts that can only live inside of us. They carry the memory of our race. You picked the right captain to antagonize. Is this all that is left of your people?
There are some scattered throughout Romulans. After we encountered the Federation, we were looking for another species to nest in, and we found them to be the most compatible. I can speak for the ones here, but there may be those who see this capture and study as me being held as a political prisoner.
Asylum and assistance is what you are receiving.
I believe you're right, but I can't speak for every single last member of our species.
Then they will be dealt with individually, just as we deal with everyone else. You will tell us how to detect them, and we will share that information. What the Romulans or the Klingons tend to do with it, that is something I cannot control.
Well,
But since
and that is what we shall do. And you definitely hear like a couple of like, how dare you, and silence. We have been fighting for the survival of our people. And if this is what we have to do, then this is what we have to do.
I will do what I can, and I can guarantee you will be treated fairly on our ship.
Will we be treated fairly by the rest of the galaxy?
That is not an answer I can give you.
Cut to the return to the Zagreus.
I'm so sorry. You probably wanted to fuck a bitch up.
I mean,
I also did.
Technically, we're not a destroyer vessel. We're a crisis and medical support.
Yeah,
vessel.
we are not a warship.
Well,
If I wanted
honestly,
to go to war,
like I like the end game in the chronicle that I've been using lays out the different options of like, well, do you say, oh, okay, too bad, you've messed with this too much, we're gonna fuck you up? Do you say, okay, well, why don't you guys go ahead and take over the Romulan species, that way you've got 1,000 years of peace,
Oh.
do you say, or do you say, well, enjoy your dead homeworld, you assholes, and chuck them through the portal.
Yeet. It did occur to me. I did think about it.
Or do you make the complicated decision of trying to be sympathetic and trying to figure out a common ground and hoping that you can come to an understanding? Like, it's not going to be hard, and there are going to be repercussions should we make it to a season 2. But hey, that's Star Trek, baby. Like, the future is awesome, but it is a fight to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any scenes that you guys want to run before we sign off?
I want to see the prom.
I have thoughts about that.
Okay. So tell us about the prom.
So I think after the captain was like, "You gonna take him to prom?" I space Googled it. Was like, "What is this? What does this mean?" And then
Would be Spoogle. Space Google.
space Google. Spoogle,
Well, no,
space
computer,
Google.
tell me about human prom.
Right.
Human prom. Human prom is a celebration where human teenagers awkwardly dance, drink, and attempt to have sex.
But I think, I don't know, I feel like I figure it's something Gunny would have an interest in because for some reason, I don't fucking know. So I program it into the holodeck.
I think maybe he wants it because you probably have told him, you're like, I grew up in the mean streets or whatever. And he's like, I went to prom.
Yeah.
So
I do an Under the Sea theme, and it's...
Excuse me.
You're welcome.
Is there a time travel aspect to it?
Absolutely.
So I think the holodeck, I like how the holodeck has kind of become the like, and then we get together for dinner as a family, like aspect of our show. So I think you're dancing with Gunny. You're probably dancing with Captain Ursay.
Oh, we're all there?
Why not?
Had the time of my life. I'm posing as a chaperone.
Do not spike the punch. That is not honorable.
Is Gully dancing with Cyril?
Sure.
Aww. And I think Dr. Sunshine is standing next to you as a chaperone, and he's wearing the like powder blue ruffled tuxedo. Like,
Oh my gosh, I love it.
And Commander Zachary walks up and takes the thing out of the punch bowl, and he slaps Dr. Sunshine and said, I had the exact same tux when I went to prom.
Yeah, I'm definitely dancing with Captain Ursay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
There's definitely dancing.
Okay.
We ballroom dance.
And I think we just, unless anybody has any things they want to run, I think that's just where we leave it as the family of the Zag coming together after countless adventures
At Under the Sea themed prom.
right, and the same themed holoprom.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to have a quick bartender scene. If
Okay.
that's okay.
Okay. So he's working the
Working the bar at the prom.
yeah.
The prom bar.
It's
bar.
It's the
I got a few aspects wrong because we're all adults.
Yeah.
It's the
Right.
prawn.
We have this scene, and then we cut to just you and him in the bar, and everyone else, and like we see like Dr. Sunshine like waving like, all right, have a good night. So this is what alcohol is. And then he hits the arch, and then he goes through. Whoa, pardon me, good sir.
The balloon arch just...
Yeah.
I finally saved them. I finally saved them.
And he puts out 2 scotch glasses, and he says, I've been saving this one.
Thank you. I don't regret getting tall from you. But I am so glad I got to save them all.
Here's saving a few more every day.
To the Constants.
To the Constants. And that's where we cut to the quiet orbit of the Zagreus and the end of our Star Trek adventures. All right, folks. Thank you so much for joining us for this show. I cannot overstate how much fun I have had running this game and how I have enjoyed the characterizations that everybody has brought, from their characters to the supporting characters to the heroes and the villains. And I hope that we find time very soon to return to this game for season 2. Now, in the meantime, we're going to be playing a lot of excellent games. So we hope that if you're not joining us for the games that we're playing, that you join us again for the games that we have played. Thank you all for joining us. We hope that you join us for our next series. But from all of us here at Theater of the Mind Players, we are
Sarah Babe.
Jordan Fishburne.
Ethan Ixon Anderson.
Tawny P. Thompson.
and our Lord of the Board,
Brad Davies.
From all of us here at Theater of the Mind Players, this is Rob Whelan saying, just repeat to yourself, it's only a game. I should really just relax.
Live long and prosper.
Congratulations, fellow human! You've reached the end of an exciting episode of Theater of the Mind Players. If you enjoyed our story, please like the video. If you want more games, subscribe to our channel. Attack the bell for notifications on new posts. If you liked the episode, please tell us what you enjoyed the most in the comments. If you loved the episode, consider joining our Patreon. You'll get access to special shows, session zeros, and help us determine what we play on the show. We love our friends of Pat Rayon, and we hope to see you there.